Welcome back to Thoroughfare, and today we will be revisiting what we talked about in my first ever video, back when the channel was called Ewins Transit, West Yorkshire's transport settlement worth £830 million. Also, the Discord is now open, so if you're interested, the link is in the description. This is because the projects that are going to benefit from the settlement have just been announced, so let's begin. Now, the amount of projects that are covered in this scheme is immense, so I won't be going into significant detail, but I do plan to slowly work through the list, and I'll be putting the link to the delivery plan below. Before we begin, several schemes are just about mainly improving bus cycling and walking in their areas. As such, I will just list them here to save time and to avoid being repetitive. Right then, with that over, let's get on with it. Our first scheme of note is that of the West Bradford Cycle Superhighway, which is set to create cycling along Thornton Road all the way from the city centre to Thornton. It's planned that this route could be linked in with the Great Northern Trail and a possible additional connection to the Bradford Royal Infirmary. The project is due to begin construction later this year and aims to be complete by March 2024. Now, the second major scheme, schemes, are the Bradford City Centre access improvements, which I'm just going to bundle together for the sake of time. This will see the further pedestrianisation of the Bradford City Centre and better access to the interchange being created with the demolition of the current NCP car park highlighted here. Both projects are set to finish construction in 2024. Another major scheme in Bradford is the South Bradford Park and Ride as well as Expressway, which plans to introduce a fully segregated bus route along the length of Wakefield Road from the city centre to Odsal Stadium, at which the Park and Ride will run from. This is due to open in 2024. Moving over to Halifax, at present the bus station is being rebuilt, but the train station and the local walking and cycling infrastructure are all set to get a boost to encourage modal shift, as well as to make the train station more accessible and appealing. The station project is set to open in 2025, whilst the walking and cycling improvements are set to open in 2023. Still staying in Calderdale, Elland, famous for Elland Road Stadium, though they are miles apart from each other, is set to receive a new train station. The station is set to open in 2024. Moving over to the Spen Valley, Hetland Dwight is also set to get a new bus station, with construction beginning in September this year, with an aim completion date of July 2023. Moving over to Leeds, the A64 arterial road is set to soon receive a number of improvements to both the bus priority infrastructure and to cycling as well, with the main proposition also being the creation of a new park and ride site based at Winmore. Construction is due to begin in June 2023 and is forecast to open in 2024. Back in the city centre, the access road for Leeds station by the main entrance is going to be fully converted to a pedestrian and cycling area, with taxis being diverted to an alternative ramp for station drop-offs and pickups. As part of the scheme, there will be step-free access, segregated cycle lanes, and the creation of a cycling hub with a capacity of 700 cycles. The scheme has already begun and is set to reach final completion in 2024. Furthermore, cycling in the city centre is aimed to be improved so that it can be consolidated and fully connected, therefore allowing cycling to be a reasonable and accessible alternative for travelling in the city centre. This scheme is hoped to be completed in 2023, but most likely will continue to be a fundamental element of transport policy in Leeds city centre. Complementing this, there is also the public e-bike share scheme, which has the main aim to make cycling in the city both accessible and a reliable alternative for the public. The scheme is set to finish construction in April next year. Additionally, just to the south of Leeds, a new train station is going to be constructed at the White Rose Shopping Centre and is hoped to complete construction in March next year. To conclude, both Dewsbury and Huddersfield bus stations are getting improvements, with both set to start next year and then construction in 2024. And to help with the bus network in general in the region, funding is also going to be invested into making the public transport network easier to navigate and understand, with active real-time information provided to passengers, with the project aimed to complete in 2024. So that's where the funding secured in West Yorkshire's devolution deal is going to be spent to support transport across the region. Now, as part of this, there are several different areas of transit investment that don't come under the scope of the Transforming Cities Fund, and subsequent videos are in the pipeline. As always, thanks for watching Thoroughfare, and if you liked the video, why not leave a like.